to start writing your first document in LaTeX, first you go to Overleaf, which is this address to get to the site of Overleaf, and there you register. To register, you only need your email address and password, and that's it. That's the way to register for Overleaf. Since I'm already registered, once that you are already registered, you just go to the login screen. And so here you just put your email address and password and login. Okay, so in my case, I have this list of projects already here. In your case, if it's the first time that you access, you will have no projects here. In any case, you are going to create a new project. You click New Project, and here in all the choices, you are going to choose the first one that is a blank project. So click Blank Project. Here you are prompted to write a name for your project. Let's write it, for instance, Forum 1. And let's create the document. So, see that already LaTeX introduced, even if we set a blank document, there is already something written here. We don't actually want these things. We're going to paste here the template that I gave to you. So at this point, we are going to go now to the homepage of the class. You go to Content, and so there you're going to go to the LaTeX Writing tab. And so in here, you can click here the template. You have also here, so you just click here Template, and here is the template that I gave to you. So you see that there are two sides here. This is the part of the code. This is the PDF already produced by Overleaf. So in this part, in the part of the code, is where you are going to copy all this. So all these things here, select all what is written here from the very beginning to the end. So all is selected, and so you are going to edit and copy this. Okay, so you are going to copy this. And now we are going to come back to the document, your document, the one that you just created, the one that was called Forum 1. And so here you are going to delete everything that was written there, and you are going to paste the template that I gave to you. So you are going to put here, edit, paste, and here it is. So you have in this way, copy and paste the template that I gave to you. And so once that you have this copy in your document, what you are going to do is to recompile. And so recompile here, and here it is. So you see that here you can change the size to see better. So you can see here the template that I gave to you. So this template here is for you to experiment, to change things in this side and see what happened in the other side. So for instance, all this part, you will leave it as it is. This is the headings of the documents. You shouldn't touch that. But in here, for instance, where it says title forum template, is this part here, right? So here is where you should write whatever title you want for your forum. So for instance, if you are doing the first forum, so you can call it, for instance, Forum 1 question, and you write here the question that you chose, for instance, question 5. So you change that and you recompile. And so you observe what happened in the second side. See, that is a way to learn from the template. You modify it and you recompile. And be sure that you modify just one little thing as we did now and recompile. So in that way, if you have a mistake, if the system gives you an error, you will know where the error was. So for instance, here where it says your name, just put your name. So for instance, I'm going to put my name here. And so I'm going to recompile, and here is appearing my name. Okay, Okay, and so here you see, here is a lot of like text that is appearing here, where here is where you can also modify, just write it as a text. Let me delete all that, and I'm going to write my own text for this problem. So for instance, I'm going to say, I chose this problem because, and so you write here all your reasons. Recompile, and here you have all the text that you put here. And then here start a section of what problem we're saying. Well, I said that I chose question 5. Well, let's say problem 5. So let me put a problem 5. And so I recompile. I have here problem 5. And so here I will write what this problem says. So let me delete the instructions that I here. So you should leave only whatever you want to write. For instance, my problem asks, convert the angle this to radians. Okay, so that's what this problem says. Let's suppose it says that. That's the problem. And so resolution of the problem. Well, here you will delete all that. You may pay attention to the code here. So for instance, if you want to write the number pi, you see that you have to write it in this way, like with slash pi. So if you want to write a fraction, like something divided by something, it should be written in this way, fract, and so you put something between braces divided by something. So these are just examples that I wrote here for you to have and to use as how to write fractions and how to write the number pi, etc. But for writing your problem, you may not need this one, so you just delete the whole thing once that you learn how it's done, so you can delete it, and so you write down the resolution of your problem. So you can start saying, first I wrote the angle given, etc. So whatever you need to write, you write in here, and so you recompile, and so that will be your problem. And if you need more commands, I mean, if you don't know how to write some particular thing, you can come back to the site of the class. Remember that was content, and so you can go here to LaTeX writing, and so here you have another document that says commands, and so here you have also examples of how to write different things. So for instance, if you need to write a polynomial, x cubed, how would be written? Well, it would be written like this, x cubed minus 3. So you have here examples of how to write things. How to write a fraction, 5 over 3, for instance. Well, you write fract 5 over 3. How to write exponents. So you have here how to write everything. And the fundamental thing to remember is that everything that is like a mathematical formula should be always enclosed between dollar signs. So it should start with a dollar sign at the beginning and a dollar sign at the end. And if you want more space, you can put $2 signs at the beginning and $2 signs at the end. But it should be always at the beginning and at the end, nothing in the middle. So for instance, this fraction here has a dollar sign at the beginning and another dollar sign at the end. Okay, so the expressions have always at the beginning and at the end. That's as write the number pi, the angle theta, the function sine, cosine, tangent. So very important to put this slash here in front. And also something very important that you may need is that if you want to include a graph in your document, for instance here, if you want to include a graph, how do you do that? Well, copy and paste this code. So that would be the way to include a graph. And the graph that you want to include, so that should be any drawing that you may have or any picture that you may have in your computer. So I called here my graph. So I will put from the desktop in your computer, you just drag it in here. So that's the way to include a graph in your document. So you have to upload the graph to to overleave. And then you just put whatever name you put. In this case, I call it my graph, but whatever name is your picture, that is what will go here. And then by doing this, the picture will appear here. And then you have more choices here if you want to organize your paper nicer, if you want to do a list, itemize, a list with numerated. So you have here what is the command for doing each of these things. And finally, coming back to your paper, the forum one, whatever question you chose, once that your paper is all finished, I mean, this should be written like at least one page, but could be 1 or 2 pages. So once that you finish the writing, what you need is to get this PDF to post it in the forum. So to do that, you are going to go to just here that says download PDF, and you do that. So download PDF, and then you will have your PDF in your computer, and so then you can upload it then to the forum.